What's going on, guys? We're back. I'm calling this 6 Scale News live. There's already almost 200 people in here. So, hello. How are you? I know you are as excited as I am about this. So, let me tell you what we got going on tonight. We've got all kinds of reveals that happened today. Hot Toys is not done. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But I invited some friends on board to share their thoughts on these reveals and reviews of the stuff that Hot Toys has showed us today. And I wanted to get their opinions as people who may not buy every single figure that, well, one of them probably will, but most of them not buy every single figure. And I wanted to get their thoughts on these figures based on maybe what they might add to their collection. So let's bring on some people. I've got Nate from Geek It Out.
Yo, what is up, y'all?
John Prime in the house. I've got 1/6 scale man, Leo. And I got one of the people from the Patrol Facebook groups, the Death Star. Mike is in the house. So everybody's here. Welcome, everybody. How we doing?
How you
we
doing?
were just chatting and about this, waking up this morning, about having this, like the bomb of just craziness, right?
Oh, yeah.
So Leo was kind of, he was in mid-thought when I interrupted him. So I will defer to him and say, Leo, what was your first thought when you woke up this morning?
Well, see, okay, there was two things. I just got up this morning to watch Loki. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I was watching Loki, and I got a message from a friend of mine. He was like, Brendan. He was like, "Yo, did you see what happened?" I was like, "No." And and that's all he said. He was like, "Did you see what happens?" I'm watching Loki now. He's like, "Nah, not Loki." He's like, "Not Loki. You might want to jump on the Hot Toys page and just check out everything that's going down." I was like, "What?" And the first thing I saw, first of all, and you called it. I think you called it a few days ago. You said that we were going to get a black suit. We were going to get the black suit, Black Widow version, from the film, which it looks gorgeous. It's beautiful. I mean, that's a piece that was a day one for me. I didn't expect to see what else I saw scrolling down, but there was one piece in particular. Once we started talking about it, that I was excited about. I'm like, that's all I need, and my life's complete. So we'll get there. But other than that, man, listen, Hot Toys, they're on fire.
They brought some heat.
They did. They brought some heat, bro.
They're not even done.
No.
It's not done.
Yo, Daddy, chill. We need our wallets to chill, okay?
Bro, it was
fire right now.
It was like they heard all the complaints. They looked at everybody. It's like, all right, take that.
They're definitely doing good things. They're not done at all. Nate, welcome. First time on the channel. Welcome.
Oh,
you and Don.
Yes. When I told Don Prime about this, I was like, "Yo, let's do it.
Let's roll." Right. So this is
Absolutely.
totally impromptu because I wasn't expecting them to reveal these today either. I was expecting them tomorrow. So, but that's fine. So here we are. Nate's. What was your first thoughts this morning?
Dude, I literally just stayed up to watch Loki, and then after that finale, which was freaking beautiful. You guys gotta check it out. Don't waste time because the spoilers are out there.
Oh my God, yes,
dude. I was just working on my display case, man. I had my War Machine Neon Tech trying to put it somewhere. I was working on my display, and then I got my phone notification going blasting. I was like, "What the hell is happening?" Yeah. Oh my God! All these freaking Hot Toys out of nowhere!
Yep.
Like I was told it was supposed to happen tonight, like right now tonight, but not.
Yeah.
I was like, "What in the hell happened?"
Yeah.
I heard that there was like a celebrity there, so they had to drop everything. Like, okay, we got the celebrity there. Let's drop everything today.
Wow.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Wow, Leo, you were there?
Wait, what? Me? Oh,
no, Leo.
You said what?
No, Don, what was your thoughts this morning, buddy?
Literally, like most other people, I woke up early to watch Loki, and then I started, seeing things and getting texts, and I'm like, what the hell? So it was almost one of those things. It's like you see something, and you're like, crap. Do I want to like literally stop halfway through Loki, and see this stuff? So it was one of do I stop and pause and then come back like in an hour, or do I see everything now? It was like. It was one of those actually weird decisions because, again, this episode of Loki was amazing. So,
agreed. No spoilers in the chat, by the way. No spoilers. For Black Widow or Loki, don't spoil anything.
Yeah. No. This is a
Don't.
non-spoiler zone. But
Don't spoil anything.
Yeah.
trust me. If you watch it, you will be impressed. I was. Some people probably weren't, but I was highly impressed, and I knew I was right.
No.
I'm just patting myself in the back.
I'll just say certain characters, certain elements actually made it worthwhile.
Oh yes.
Nice.
Okay,
Mike, I know you're doing ridiculous long hours with what you do. Were you up to see these things, or did you see it midday, or what? When did you?
Yeah, so I probably had a slightly different experience of the reveal because just the way my day goes, I go into work and I just sort of got pieces throughout the day. So it was more of like a drawn out experience of I woke up to the Mark I picture and it was like, oh, great, finally announced. Jetta had talked about that. So, great. And then sometime around like 9 or 10 o'clock, I got back to my phone and I saw another post and it was, I think it might have been like the Boba Fett. And it was like, oh, this is fantastic. Now I know where most of my money's probably going to go. And then it just kept snowballing and it just became a day of just reveals, which was great. I mean, it was a great experience to sort of see that. But then towards the end of the day, I also started thinking like, what is the thread of logic between, what they've chosen to reveal, when they've chosen to reveal it. And I don't think I've made sense of it. I'm happy with the quantity that they've released, but for the dry spell that we experienced earlier this year to then have such a day as today, as marvelous as it is, it just made me kind of sit there and think, what's their overall kind of plan?
Right.
And you know what, real quick, what I was thinking though, really quick though? Remember last year, around this time, right before Sideshow Con, like Sideshow Con had just basically, they released everything. Like they just started putting out everything even before Hot Toys had a chance. So I was wondering, is it a possibility that they wanted to beat them to the punch this year and just release stuff before they did? You know what I mean? 100%. To say that. I think that's what I'm kind of going with here, because knowing that it's next week, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it starts. Is it start? Their start Friday, or does it start
16th or the 19th?
So Saturday.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it's Friday. Friday. Yeah. Tomorrow's
Friday. Yeah, I think they wanted to get it one up, man. They did. They had to get it one up before. They wanted to release heavy hit right before, and then say, okay, we'll worry about everything else later. Let's just release these now.
Honestly, I think they were, they were just getting pissed off with all the hate or the disappointments as of late. Yeah. They were like, okay, let me see.
How come we was getting hate? That's impossible.
Impossible.
I thought only I got it.
They were like, they were like dropping 5,000 weapons. Like, whoa, man, it was like out of nowhere. Okay, you guys want the heat? You want your wallets to be freaking burning? All right. Yeah. Boom.
Well, here's the thing, though. Boom. Your wallet should not be burning because you're not going to see this stuff for 2 years.
For 2 years, and probably a year after the release.
Yeah, that's my buried wallet. That's my buried
Boba Fett, though. Boba Fett, he's actually October 2022. So if anything, I potentially could see Boba Fett maybe being released a little early, like the 501st. Again, I take that with the caveat, the normal version without the head sculpt. Because the head sculpt, again, will take a little bit more time.
I've heard a lot of people talking about this head sculpt thing. I'm going to call shenanigans on that. I'm going to say Hot Toys makes what they want when they want, and that's it is what it is. Because here's the thing with I've seen a lot of people talking about this is this year we've seen plenty of figures with head sculpts, and they're good. They're freaking good. Mm-hmm. I just think they're releasing what they want when they want. I don't think the head sculpt thing has anything to do with nothing. That's just my opinion on it. I know some people disagree, but
I
just don't see it.
I'm guessing it's everything went down. All the delays started happening because of Tony Stank's head sculpt.
Well, I agree that was a problem. Yeah. Here's what I think they should have done with that, and this ain't really part of this look stream, but I think they should have just said next. I think that's what they should have done.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, but I would have much rather had 4 or 5 more figures than they went back and did me another Tony Stark head sculpt that I already got 5 of.
Mm-hmm. So, but you know what? At this particular time, they can release what they want. After what I've seen today, and the simple fact that they are releasing the love of my life. They are releasing the love of my life. I finally
Right
get a
here.
chance to see her. I can't wait until we actually get a chance to see her. Bro, you know what I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. I've been wanting her for the longest time, and we are going to see her. That's all I'm worried about right now. When, I don't know, but I know
I
we're
don't know
going to
when
see her.
either. I don't
But
know
we're
when
going to
either.
see her.
But it's gonna happen.
It's going to happen.
So,
It has to.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm kind of jealous of Mike's experience today, being able to see it over the course of the day versus just a
Explosion. Yeah, right.
I'm kind of jealous of that because honestly, we were like, it's like you got a dog and you got all these treats, and the dog's like, which one of these freaking treats do I want to go get first? That's what we were like this morning. Like,
It's sensory overload.
It's crazy.
Yeah, right.
It was absolutely
You gotta
crazy.
be there.
Probably crazy, but
Right.
it was absolutely crazy, and
Yeah.
so I am somewhat jealous of that. I'm anyway. So there's that. Where should we begin? Is there a particular figure you guys would like to look at first?
Man,
I'm
you
just gonna
choose.
say this: the Iron Man diecast Mark One, for the simple fact that it seems like Hot Toys might have actually listened to us, because if you read the descriptions, it's not powered by batteries.
I saw that.
It's
yes.
USB powered.
Are we gonna start off? We're gonna start off with some heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start with the heat. Start with that
Yeah.
fire, baby.
There we go.
So
The
that's my
Mark
con.
One is USB powered, and the fan that like you saw in the movie that was operating and moving, and it was help cooling and powering certain things. It actually, there's a working motor in the freaking armor that's also USB powered.
So here's my question.
However, let's take a moment of silence. Take a moment of silence for the reissue Mark 46 people.
We hardly do.
Like that was the first comment on everything. So, anyways, what were you gonna say, Mike? Sorry.
Yeah, no. So for each one of these, I kind of did a pro con, kind of analysis of
Go
them.
for
The pro for this is just it looks amazing. It's what everybody wanted. It is almost perfect. My critique is the fact that ever since I've been collecting Hot Toys, the biggest frustration have been the batteries and the lights. And so for Hot Toys to then give me like one of the very first USB powered, objects, it's because they're really excited about the fan that's going to be behind the figure. And so if the entire figure lights up from this, I will be happy. But the way the description read, I was worried that it was just to make the fan spin. And if that's the case, then that's just...
That could be just a fan, man. That could be just a fan.
It could be. However,
I'm checking right now. I'm checking right now.
Based on
it
this
says
figure,
right now on Sideshow,
Yeah, go
LED
ahead.
light circle art shape reactor on chest and left forearm, USB power operated, and highly detailed engine motor on figure's back, equipped with rotary design, USB powered operated.
Okay, that's
Simulates
terrific.
a running engine.
Yeah, I was afraid
Blow.
for the fan, and that would have been terrible.
I think the only reason they were able to do the USB on this is because he doesn't have those 14 different tiny LEDs all throughout the arms that disconnect and all that mess.
Or diecast all over the place.
Yeah, I think it was a good figure to do that on, but I hope to see that more in the future.
No. These are why I hope, Jeddah. This is what I hope, man. I hope this is the start of a beautiful friendship between the lightsabers and USB powered. Give us light up lightsabers and USB powered Hot Toys. If you could do this for this Iron Man, you could do it for our lightsabers now. Forget
Agreed.
about the lightsaber arm.
Well, not even that.
Strong.
What about one of those proximity lights where let's say they had a flat base that was a wireless
Like
charger.
a charging
They
panel
call it
and a
Qi.
reed switch.
They call it Qi or whatever the heck the thing is.
Mhm.
When you put them on the base, they have some magnets in the feet or whatever. It connects and it powers it. It would not be difficult to do that. I don't think so. And I'm not an engineer, but I know it's possible to do that. So, anyways, what were your other cons, Mike? Did you have any?
No. That was the only thing on this one. This is exactly what I wanted.
So,
This is the
con
thing I'm most
debunked.
excited about.
So Mike is 100% on board picking this up. Now I know Lael's going to be picking, so I'm not. Just go ahead. Just tell us your thoughts because I know you're in love with this thing.
Hey, listen. I mean, the thing is like you have certain reissues, like certain people, there's reissues that, people will complain about. There are reissues that people, have been expecting. If you didn't have this originally, then it's your chance to pick it up, especially with the new technology. So you can't really complain. Like I said, I love the piece. Now I was here's the thing. I was all in. I was like, yeah, this is dope. I'd love to have it. Until they started releasing everything else today, and I'm like, hold up, like, wait a minute, slow down, like, pump the brakes a little bit. I need to really decide on it. Exactly, like, just be humble, slow up a little bit. You know what I mean? I know you trying to do your thing, but just kind of, pull back. But no, this, like, listen, this piece is freaking amazing. Like, I mean, off the top, I mean, just ingenuity, and they've changed it up. On top of that, for those of us who didn't actually have a chance to get it. You can, finally get it now. I was going back and forth with Brennan. He's probably listening now. He's probably saying you can't call me an enabler, and I'm not, but secretly you are. You know what I mean? Along with Mr. Guy that's running the show here today. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I kind of had to think about it, ran it by the fiance a little bit, and she was like, look, I love all the classics, so why not? I was like, okay, if you give me the blessing, then I'll go ahead and do it. So she's like, yeah, you have my blessings. Go ahead and do it. So I was like, all right, yeah, fine. Then I showed her Boba Fett, and she's like, all right, now we have a little bit of a problem. And I was like, all right, hold up, though. Let me just show you. let me show you that figure with the throne. She's like, oh, okay, now you can get that too. So as long as she's okay with it, then I'm fine. And then on the simple fact that this is ways out, I do have time to kind of really, really adjust. Yeah. But yeah, it's a no-brainer for those who, didn't get the, first edition. You can go in with the reissues. And just come on, listen. At the end of the day, bro, you might as well just think and already realize that any figure that we actually have pretty much right now, even if it's not this year, next year, the year after, 5 years from now, there will be a reissue. So you can't really complain.
Wow. I am so proud of your reaction to today's reveals, because I was watching you on PJ stream. And I was like, man, you're breaking my heart with your reactions, man. With what's going on.
But you know what?
Because my heart, bro.
Because they made up for it today, bro. They really, really made. Now, aside from one, which we'll probably get to later, because we still haven't seen it, and I hope they don't Shazam us. But again, they better not Shazam us. But other than that, like, I think, bro, right now they listen. I'm just gonna say, give me Finnick. Give me Finnick. No, that's all I want.
My girl,
we'll get there.
We'll get there, but just give me Finnick. But other than that, this piece right here is brilliant. And on top of that, because I didn't really find out today until you just mentioned it that it's USB. I mean, come on, man. Like, you can't go wrong with that. Like, that's especially for those. And I'm hoping that they continue it with the Iron Man line, because those batteries, man, is the bane of my existence, bro. I don't want to do it anymore.
I hate doing reviews of Iron Man for that reason.
Oh my God. Like, you know what I do? Seriously, honestly, I don't. And I'm gonna tell you this. My secret is, and if you watch the channel, I just do reviews. I do reviews on the actual figure. But I very seldomly put the batteries in. What I do is, when it comes to actually reviewing the figure, I'll put pictures up and I'll Photoshop it. That's what I'll do. I'll Photoshop the lights. It's easier to do. It's quicker. It takes me less of time. It probably takes me like 4 freaking hours just to put the batteries in, and I can't see half damn near right now anyway. So it's like, yo, just Photoshop it. But other than that, I hope they continue with this technology. This piece is a no-brainer. The head sculpt looks pretty good. We got some other photos. I got a second. Yeah. We'll scroll through them. But other than that, man, I'm all in. And like I said, if the fiance, who is an enabler, she's Brendan and you have turned her into an enabler. So yeah, we'll go with that.
I don't even know the lady. What are you talking about?
That is Tony Stark right there, baby.
I'll just tell you this. I invested in soap reactors, and everything that has a battery, it's all lit up through Alexa. Crap, I turned her on. So I just say a command, and literally every figure, and I have my CCFLs attached to them too. The funny thing is, I actually got my Kenobi upgrade in today, because I'm building a Battle of Utapau. So I have to, install that. But yeah, like, soap reactors are awesome. They're literally the same thing as, putting your batteries in, but then it's one and done. And you can turn them on and leave them on forever.
Nice.
I didn't even notice this in the photos. This little knee joint action thing going on here.
Right, right.
I didn't even notice that. That's cool.
That's the first thing I noticed. Like, man, that's some articulation right there.
Yeah.
The flame effects are sweet.
Yeah, that's
and
so cool.
I can't tell if they're lighting up or if it's just Photoshop trickery, but it looks like it's just Photoshop trickery.
You know, the one thing I'll say though, like everybody was freaking sending out freaking rumors about this figure that it was going to be a 2-pack, and I'm like slightly disappointed on that. That's it. I would have loved the Black Beater, Tony Stark, ding 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 ding.
This is the first time they've ever showed it. Mike, I've never seen this where they actually show you where the metal's going to be. This is the first time they've ever done that.
I think they showed it on the when they did the first run of the Hulkbuster. They did actually show you where the diecast was going to be.
This is the first time I've ever seen it, and that's a decent amount of diecast for what it is, I think.
Yeah.
You think they should do this for more Iron Mans in the future, or they just want to do it for this specific figure?
I think it's dangerous because if you get one less than another one, somebody's going to be up there. It's got 10% less diecast and all that.
Well, I mean, there's a certain point though. If these things continue to grow in weight and diecast, especially for people who have details, it's going to come to a point where you can only have one diecast on your figure because of the weight, and even then, it's a detail. They're fine for what they are, but they're also very prone. Well,
hey,
I don't know if
check this out. Check this out. Yeah. Modu cases.
Yeah,
believe me. Look, I've got 6 of them. I've got 6 of them.
I got one better. I got one better.
Go that route. What's up?
I got one better. Where the heck did I get mine? Hallmark store.
Hallmark store. Okay.
Went out of business. So I do want to tell people in the chat who may be unfamiliar with special editions or first, deluxes and whatever. I'm going to see.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome. I'm going to sneeze again. There's always 3. I'm sure it'll show up.
It comes in 3s.
Always 3.
There you go.
Okay. So special edition bonus. So there's 2 editions of this thing. The special edition bonus for those in the States would be the Sideshow exclusive. They're going to get this helmet, this raw metal die-cast helmet, okay? Your other distributors are going to have access to this. Your Comic Concepts, your Collector Zones, your whoever else out there are going to have access to this figure. Those pre-orders will not come with this helmet. You may not care, but that's the difference, okay? Thank you for all the – you're that guy who sneezes and he says, bless you, Gesundheit, thank you, amen. He blessed himself. Should have done that. But if you want the special edition, it comes with this helmet. If you don't care about it, then don't worry about it. Because I saw some of the first batch price, and I told everybody this on the last video. The first batch pricing on a Cyborg figure or an Iron Man Mark 1, those prices are going to be high. All right, and unless you got to have them fast, then waiting for those other distributors to get them is your best bet to get a better price.
Yeah.
If you're an enabler,
like you,
then you may want it first, and it's going to cost to get first. You got to jump. You're going to pay to jump in line.
You got to pay to play.
It just is what it is. Okay.
Yep.
So that's just. I wanted to throw that out there. But here's all the accessories, everything.
Yeah, look at that.
The price. I think the retail price in the States is like $450-ish, something like that.
40 or 55, I think.
Yeah, Mike, what's your thoughts on the price point of this particular monster?
I think it's appropriate. In fact, of all the reveals that we have, the only one that I kind of questioned the price point on was the Iron Strange, which I'm sure we'll get to.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
Everything else
do you think more people are going to order the Iron Strange over this?
Oh my god.
Well, if you missed out on your Doctor Strange, then yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then at that point, you're paying $475 for a head sculpt.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
I want to, Nate. What was your thoughts on this base they've made? This. Let's see if I can find the photo. This base,
dude. That's a homage to the beginnings of freaking Tony Stark. The moment where he saw the freaking the name printed on his damn missile, just hitting him right in the freaking face. This is the moment right there. He just stepping over it. I love the ramp base looking, and then all the diorama pieces that go around it. That's really cool. Like, yes, come on, Hato, you gotta do more of this. You gotta do that. They didn't repeat from from the last few bases they've been doing. This is actually pretty new. From what I've been hearing, like this is new. Like this.
Yeah, I haven't seen it before. This is not a reuse. It's elevated like a ramp, like the Justice League figures.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they might have used the mold dimensions.
I'll be right back. You guys carry on.
Yeah, I mean the dimensions look similar to the Justice League, but obviously the material, the
it's not as high.
all the detailing.
It's not as high though. The ramp is shorter.
I hope so.
Okay. I think it's just interesting that this is one of the few ones that has like a Marvel Studios Iron Man. Like usually, you're used to the character name.
Because that was actually, and again, this goes to way back with weird rules. Before Disney bought them, because they had Paramount distributing. Then like with Hulk, it was Universal. So it was one of those things. It might just be to say, hey, this was the first Marvel Studios movie in the current iteration. Not forgetting about Blade. Because those are actually the first real Marvel Studios movies.
Gotcha. Thank you, Lewis.
Lewis, thank you for the super chat, buddy, and Rodrigo and OG. You guys rock. Thank you. If you guys have specific questions, there's almost 400 people here. So if we miss your comment, super chat's probably the best way to ask a question if you want us to catch it. So thank you for everybody being here. You guys rock. Yes. I like the base quite a bit. One thing that I saw some comments about in some of the groups was the dimensions of this particular figure. So according to the Sideshow site, it's 11.81 inches, which makes it shorter than all of the other Iron Man figures. Mm-hmm. Okay, so scale-wise, and I think some people were hoping that they would scale it up a little bit based on because over the years, Robert Downey Jr. has gotten a lot taller. Even though he's like 5'7", 5'8", he's short.
Yeah, he's a short dude.
He's a short fella. So I think this one's actually scaled better than the other ones. They just made the other ones larger. Nate, you got any issues with the scale of this particular one?
No, I think the scaling for the actual Iron Man itself, it's perfect. Like I've been hearing that the reason why Hot Toys is going back and reissuing a lot or doing the 2.0 versions of these figures or 3.0s is because the scaling does not match up with the current Iron Mans they have today. What was it, Don Prime? You were telling me the other day that the Iron Man Mark II. The 2 and the 3, they're the same mold, but the issue is basically when they because the 2 and the 3 came out. I'm sorry, the 3 came out before the Mark 42, and the Mark 42 diecast established the new diecast scale. But when the Mark II came out, it was just a straight remold. I mean, straight repaint and rechroming in some areas of the Mark III to make the Mark II. But it was literally like a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch below everything else. And again, you put a Mark III next to a Mark IV. It's very noticeable, the difference in size.
That's why I didn't pick those up, but I guess I have to now. I wasn't going to, but...
I'll be honest, because this is coming out, I would say a Mark II and a Mark III reissue might be in the realm of possibility.
It probably will, but I think it'll be years out. And in the meantime, I don't know. We'll see. I think the Mark 6 is more imminent. I think that we're going to see that one, and the Mark IV. But, they just reissued the Mark II last year, maybe? Year before last, something like that.
Yeah,
it hasn't been that long.
Yeah, I think with this with the height scale with the ramp, I don't think it's going to be too bad. If you have a DTOF, you should be able to fit this quite easily.
Right. Mm-hmm. All right, I will tell you one figure. I guarantee you, put money on it. They are not going to reissue. They're definitely here. Look, I'll put myself on main screen here. One figure they're definitely not going to reissue. If I can find my freaking mouse, there you are. It's this right here.
Oh my god, he's so cute. They're
not going to reissue this.
Please don't.
And I'm okay with that because I like it.
Oh, please don't.
He's so adorbs.
He's freaking cute. Look at that.
No. No.
Give him a Cardi bottle, bro. He's thirsty.
No.
No. I'm just gonna say, why?
My wife doesn't like it either. So.
Oh my god, man!
It's just like why?
Since we're talking about why, we might as well move on to the next one.
Oh,
You know
no.
what I mean? We
Oh,
might
no,
as well.
Be humble.
We might as well move on to the next
humble.
why.
Next why. Oh my God, it's the biggest why. A lot of people have been talking about this.
Again, a moment of silence for the reissue Mark 46 guy. He's on every post. He's on everything.
My God.
So, Mike, I'll leave this one off with you, buddy. Why?
Yeah. So, I mean, Doctor Strange, when it comes to the movies, is one of my favorite characters.
Yes.
But it's really hard not to look at this and say that they had a whole lot of excess Mark 50 inventory. And this is a way of getting it out, which I respect and I understand, and it looks great. The price point, though, is kind of up for debate because when you compare it to the Mark 1, again, I'm not sure if the market's going to demand this as much. The one thing I love about this, though, are the energy sentries. Yeah, those. I think that's worth the price of admission. So I think I'm still going to end up getting it, but this was probably the biggest surprise to me of the figures.
You're being an enabler right now. Just saying, enabler. Don, what you got, buddy?
Well, I mean, this is from a canceled actual scene they had planned to put in the movie. So, again, this is why it's under their concept art series. So essentially, this is under the same line, as concept Iron Man, concept Cap, all the black suit Cap. So, I mean, from that sense, I understand why they're doing it, but also in the same sense, it almost seems like Hot Toys saw, a third-party company did the weapons, both the hand blasters and the floating rays. That was a third-party kit that you could buy. And then the actual chest piece, there was a guy who was 3D printing the actual, chest piece for the normal Mark 50, but did the inlays, for the time stone. So it seems like Hot Toys actually is knocking off not only a third-party company, but a private person who made their own 3D parts. Because that kid actually got some, play.
And that was a year ago, right?
Yep.
Wow.
I'm trying to look up the price of another figure here. Yeah, so this is interesting. You guys are talking. Mike brought up the price issue with this. The original Mark 50 was $407 retail. This one's $440. The Mark 50 had the whatever, the butterfly looking thing, and it had the lobster gun. And it had another gun that wasn't even in the film. Had a decent portrait, right? And a bunch of hands and whatever. And it was a good figure. But you can buy the Mark 50 right now for $300 all day long. And they're still in stock at Sideshow.
Yep.
Still in stock. After what, 3 years?
Still in stock. Still sitting there.
That's a really odd choice to make.
It was a lot of batches, man. They put out so many batches, and that's why I'll be joking around with Don Prime. In the apocalyptic world, when humans no longer exist, gonna be roaches. We're gonna see all these Mark 50s just laying around with all the deluxe, all the deluxe bandos from season 1 all over the place. And
don't hate on deluxe Mando. Come on now, don't hate on Mando. I think this is cool.
No, I love it. I love it. Okay, I mentioned in my review video this morning that I loved everything about this because it was the concept look they had, and also they shot this, but they never put it out for the actual film. But right. I loved every moment of this, especially the opportunity to get the accessories in the back. That's already enough for me to get this figure. It's the accessories that displayed in the back, so I could display that for my actual Mark 50. Yeah.
So Mike asked, I want to know how those pieces behind him connect. It's got to be just like the rescue. It's got to be plastic. It's the only way to do it.
Clear plastic.
Yeah, just like
and it's wobbly and it looks weird and whatever. But if depending on how you have it lit, it may look cool. That's most likely going to be because that's how they did it on the rescue, and the rescue is gorgeous.
I thought in one of the descriptors it said it actually attached to the stand or something other than the figure, but I might be misremembering that.
You might be correct.
Dude, that head sculpt, though. that man, I love that intensity he got. They're putting a lot more intensity now. Like they're putting a lot more like actual character into it. Like, yeah, this guy Doctor Strange looks pissed.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's in one of his 14 million possibilities, right?
No, not in this one. Literally, this is when Stark, threw him the armor to save him from being sucked out in space. Save him from the vacuum.
Yeah, so this is the look he had when he was talking to Thanos about his planet, your home.
Right. on Titan.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at this thing, man. That blood, that's where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a cool display. I get. This is why I'm asking you guys here, because I'm going to buy it. So I'm the wrong person to ask.
Well, see, here's the thing, and it's a toss up for me, because at first I did say, earlier today when I saw it, I was like, yeah, it's a must buy. But then I'm like, okay, I understand this release, and like I said, with the whole issue with the Mark 50, my thing is, it's like, do I wait and basically see? Because look, we know we're going to get the Multiverse of Madness, and we're going to get a different Strange there as well.
Armor Wars.
You know what I mean? And then and this is what I'm thinking. But the thing is, which kind of probably pushing me towards getting it, is the simple fact that I do have pretty much all of the comic concepts. Even the concept Wonder Woman, I have that one. It's probably one of my favorite out of the concepts. But it's with the accessories, everything is. But it's what it is. It's just me trying to get past the simple fact that this is a Mark 50 reissue. You know what I mean? It's like I'm trying to get past that portion of it. But other than that, it looks really, really, really good. But I think it's like on the low end totem of, what figures to pick up. And the thing is I kind of want to wait and see till everything kind of fleshes itself out after the con, after everything. And then I'll decide, because again, like I said, I mean, this figure we're not going to probably see until about 2028. So by then I'll actually have the time, and it'll probably still be in stock at that particular point. But yeah, I don't know. This is one of the ones that, is, it can possibly go on an honorable mention type of situation. But I'm just going to kind of wait, fill it out, because there's more important things coming up, so we'll get there.
We're going to get there.
We'll see. Definitely.
So I will tell you this. There is absolutely zero reason to pre-order these today.
Exactly.
There's zero reason to do that. I know that you people are hyped about it, and the Mark 1, I understand. I get it. I understand now. The rest of them, we're not going to see these figures for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to, sometime maybe 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, if it goes like the in-game cap with Mike, did you ever actually get your in-game cap?
Not yet.
So he's
Wow. Really?
He's still in the quantum realm.
Off in February.
In-game cap is stuck in the TVA.
He's stuck in the TVA.
So
Damn,
I'm going
handling
order
that
it now and still not have it until 2035 or something.
Who did you order it through?
Sideshow.
Oh.
I tried to get. Anyways,
it's Evergreen, the boat company. They have it hostage.
Yeah, it's
No, they actually paid it off last week, Don.
They finally paid it.
They finally paid Evergreen boat, so it's now sailing. Now it's finally sailing out of the port.
Yeah,
what I'm probably saying is there's zero reason to pre-order these right now. There's just not, unless you want a first batch or second batch figure for these, because usually they're going to run out. The second batch figures from overseas sell out because they're the better price.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a reason. But if you're going to get it from Sideshow or somewhere else, then there's zero reason to pre-order these right now. I like the sword. Go to the accessories of this guy. I think it's beautiful. The effect thing, I think that's nonsense. It's probably just whatever. I don't really care much about that. The cardboard backdrop, won't ever use it. I won't even take it out of the box.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think it's pretty cool.
My only take that the reason, one of my main points of why I want to get this, because it is part of the concept art series. And if you've seen the concept art series for between Infinity War and Endgame, all those damn figures, but all those damn looks, I love the Endgame look for Thor. That thing looks freaking amazing. If they ever want to do a proper Endgame Thor, take it from the concept art series, because it looked freaking great. I will love a hot toy of that.
I don't
All
have
right.
to say this for the concept art series. I think for the What If series, they're actually using some of those templates.
Mm.
And again, if you saw the trailer, like they literally had like the Guardians of the Galaxies as the Avengers. Look, Gamora's out. I hope like Gamora, that version. She's literally like armored, like it almost looks like Thanos style armor, but different. And she has more, and she's wielding Thanos' blade, and she's fighting Chitauri.
What is that you
right next to
highlighted?
Star.
It's the
That
same
was
guy
cool.
saying reissue Mark 46. It's on every photo. Not the album. It's on every photo.
Every
So
photo.
is
Wow.
a reissue Mark 46 going to be the new calling point on
If
every
this
post?
fella, I don't know who this is, but if he took as much time as he put to comment on these and just save some money, he could go buy one.
But
They're
isn't
not
the
that
Mark 40,
expensive.
isn't
So,
the Mark
since
46
that-
not too bad with the pricing right now, resale? He's not too bad, right?
He's like $500,
Yeah, that's not too
which is
bad.
not that much above retail.
Watch,
I'm
this
just
is the
saying,
same
just go
guy.
buy the thing. That's all I'm saying.
Watch, this is the same guy who started the Where's Cyborg release Cyborg. Now that they've announced it, he's moved on to something else to
He's on a
occupy
mission.
his time.
He needs to get on the Where's Mike's in-game cap. Then we'll actually get something done,
Pretty
right?
much.
Make it
All right,
happen.
so Mike, I know you have been, and I will 100% own the enabling on the spider people. I will take it. I will take it. So, what's your thoughts on this particular Spider-Man?
Yeah, I need it. So and it's just the nature. I'm not plugged in to like all of the rumors on the street, or like the pictures that they take on set that get leaked, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not plugged into that. So for me, my biggest complaint is that this was a spoiler for me that this suit existed. I think it looks amazing. I mean, it might be one of my favorite suits I've ever seen for Spider-Man. Definitely going to get it. But for me, it also kind of spoiled the movie a little bit. Not the movie, but I just had no idea that this.
Yeah,
suit-
good thing you don't collect Funkos then, because Funko released this, a month ago, 6 weeks ago?
Oh, Funko's terrible with that. They don't
Yeah,
care.
so but believe me, Hot Toys at this point ain't even the one to be blamed. They're just be like, listen,
Yeah.
the drip was already started. We're just getting our bid in,
Mm-hmm.
Well, but at the same time, the Hot Toys usually is so late to the game when it comes to releasing or announcing, figures. This was a surprise for me that they would do this.
For Spider-Man, for Spider-Man in particular, and for Star Wars, Hot Toys has actually done promo figures which release sometimes 3 to 4 months before the film.
Yeah.
Including they did a reissue of the tech suit Spider-Man for Far From Home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It just had variations.
Rodrigo.
But they did that.
Rodrigo.
Yeah. So
You're
and
in the
then they released the Executioner Trooper. A mold that it wasn't even seen in film. They released that 4 months before Last Jedi came out. So I mean, they have done that before.
Yeah, that's what toy companies do. I get what Mike's saying. I think the suit is gorgeous. Leo, what's your thoughts, bro?
Oh man, I mean, I saw somebody in here earlier. I guess it's been floating around the Killmonger suit. That's funny. No, it's going to be interesting to see how they utilize this suit in the film. You know what I mean? And as much, anybody who knows me knows that I'm a Spider-Man fan. And the more I look at this suit, I'm just like, it's an incredible piece. The gold and black is on point. But I just hope that they don't get caught up in these films with always giving, or, he's a sidekick to another individual, or he's basically an understudy to another individual. So, but we have to see how, because it could be, with the multiverse, it just could be a totally different iteration. But anyway,
we can have 14 spider people.
Exactly. Right. So, we'll see how this runs. But other than that, I mean, I think, someone said they did the red and the black throws it off. I think it's an amazing juxtaposition. I love different colors, get different patterns. It's going to be interesting to see how, they play it. But, this looks pretty good. What is going to really, really sell me, though, and what I have to basically see is I'm hoping, and I'm really, really hoping, Hot Toys, if you're listening, please get the articulation better. This is Spider-Man we're talking about. It doesn't need to be restrained. Come on, get that articulation. I want to actually have a full-fledged Spider-Man that can do anything.
I
think the articulation is there. The only problem is how far are you gonna go to break your Spider-Man?
I would say that Scarlet
Bro.
Spider has the best material. They just need to make it all
Yes.
that. All of them.
Bro, I go extremely as far as I can push these figures to the limit, and I do not care. And so far, cross my fingers, I haven't had a problem yet. But yeah,
By the way, should
yeah.
we tell the people? Should we tell the people?
You can tell them. Let's
It's Wednesday, right? Yeah. So this Friday night, Lael and I are having a pose off right here on the channel. Pose off right here. And
yes, sir.
so,
Oh, God.
I think Spider People is the theme of the thing. Is that what we're doing? Spider
Yes,
people?
it is. Yes, it is.
Spider People. So we all have lots of Spider People to choose from. Who knows what the hell we're going to come up with? So
we just go off the top.
we're going to make it up. So
I'll be honest.
Right here.
I haven't heard the word pose off in a long time. As soon as I heard that, I'm like Zoolander. Zoolander just popped into my head.
I'm going to do the blue steel.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing, real quick, is I'm glad you put it on this page. I hope they're going to kind of modify that head sculpt a tad bit. I hope so. I mean, they probably won't. I mean, it looks good, but it does sort of like, to me, and this is just me, in my opinion, it's not really different from all the other head sculpts or some of the head sculpts, or the last head sculpt that we got from Far From Home.
Upgrade, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, so I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe they're just actually using this, but I mean, or it could just be the way he is in the film. I mean, Tom Holland hasn't changed in a while, so we'll see.
Well,
but other than that, like, it looks great.
Yeah, see if you can go in any further, though. Because there's text also. Right, there's text and markings.
It says 77534.
Yep. So I think those are retroreflective panels. Because, again, when the previous Iron Man figures from the House Party Protocol came out, anything with those panels, I think shotgun, they had numbers like that on them. So those might be reflective panels using Stark Tech. This also might be nanotech.
Mm-hmm.
Well, check out the little blue things going on here. I think this right here is going to be like a peg piece that flips out, or it's magnetic. I don't know which one's going to be. But.
Well, I think those are the pegs to put, that like the blue spider webbing reactor.
Yep.
But I think this also, again, you can see that the shoulder pads are armored. This might be more nanotech that's over another suit. Because that's why you're seeing the black and red. And someone else
I'd like to be able to pull off
comments.
this pose. Actually, I'd like to be able to pull off this pose.
Yeah, I would also just say that I think that I know the red kind of clashes with it, but I think there's a reason why, like, the Negative Zone Spider-Man isn't as popular and is still in stock for so long. Because if they just make it all, almost like a repaint with the various Spider-Man suits, I think that it kind of loses its appeal. I like the fact that this has different types of material on it, different colors. We'll see what they do in the movie, but I really like it.
Look what we got here.
Yeah, we got toe articulation. We got it.
Articulation.
Woo! I'm all about that.
Superhero pose. Yelena's going to mock it.
So we're gonna get some effects of some kind. Don't know. Not even going to speculate on that. But here's everything we're going to get. Going to get a dynamic flight stand. The normal webs that we've seen 1,000 times. I'd like to see something else. That would be great. Magnetic eyes. I mean, this is, other than the suit itself, it's pretty much every other Spider-Man figure we got. So I'm curious to see what all plays out. But I'm in. Here's the thing. This is one of probably a dozen freaking Spider-Man figures we're going to get.
That we're going to see, exactly.
Yeah, with all the rumors that's been happening about this film, the reason why I've said no to a lot of the Spider-Man's been coming out from Hot Toys, especially, like, hell, we already got the black suit right now. Hell, I'm skipping Night Monkey now because this is the black suit I want. I'm like, I'm sorry, Night Monkey, I'm moving over to the black and gold. So
that Night Monkey's badass, man.
Yeah,
you hurt me. You hurt my feelings.
Maybe I'll still get it. Maybe, but the thing is, there's so many freaking Spider-Mans coming out. I need space.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I know somebody in my group who bought the Night Monkey on eBay for $125 shipped, brand new.
Brand new.
Wow.
Was that the deluxe version?
No.
Oh, non-deluxe. Okay, but still, that's pretty decent.
Shipped.
Wow.
And they had I almost bought one just to have an extra one. I was like, hell, I can't pass that up. And then I just got busy and forgot.
Yeah.
let's go on to a real poser.
There she is.
Nice
There she is.
Now, here, I've been seeing this today, and I've been seeing it like on the social media. It's going, oh, Jeddah got them all wrong. They didn't reveal any of those things and this and blah. I'm going.
You got it right.
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure I called this. I'm pretty sure. But whatever. It's all good. That's part of social media. You can hate on me. It's all good. This right here.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. And in every way. In every way. Please, can I go first? I'm okay.
Yes,
I'm going to go
sir.
first.
Hey,
so check it out. Check it out. Yo, listen.
Put me in, coach.
So listen, right? My fiance, she's why even if she is watching, if she isn't watching, this is the only female that I am allowed to have a crush on. So she allowed me to basically have a crush on Scarlett Johansson. She knows I have a superhuman crush on Scarlett Johansson every day, all day. This head sculpt is perfect to me. It's amazing. I love it. I love the suit. And the thing is, when I compare this between this one and the actual white suit, and I think we talked about it, like the head on the white suit looked unusually bigger. They looked like a bobblehead in a sense. Mm-hmm. This looks perfect. And I think it just might have been that head sculpt against the white suit that kind of made it look that way. Yeah. But this, and I mean, from the suit, the head sculpt, I mean, and on top of that, if you look at the actual pants itself, it looks like it has like sort of like an elastic spandex type texture to it, which is going to give us a bit more articulation, hopefully, and I'm hoping for that, so she can actually be a poser. But like, man, I'm on board. This one right here is a day one for me. That it is no question. I will have this figure. I'm not holding back. She's beautiful, man. Like I wanted this. I could not have waited for. I couldn't wait long enough for it. And like I said, now that they've released it today, like I said, they shocked me because it was crazy when I went onto their page today. This is the first thing I saw, and I was like, okay, it's on. So I can't say enough. She will be in my DTOF, in my dreams. I can't wait. Let's go.
Daddy, chill.
Let's go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Goose Fraba.
I'm feeling a little guilty about my opinion.
Go ahead, Mike.
So, the movie was fun, but I thought that Florence Pugh blew her out of the water when it came to the film. Like, I truly enjoyed the film because of Red Guardian and Yelena, and I found that I just haven't found the Black Widow character to be that dynamic or interesting. I apologize. So for me, the best thing about this figure was it came with the 3 handguns, which I thought were great. And my biggest critique with it is that the extra that they give you is Taskmaster's shield, which makes no sense to me. I thought that she should get Yelena's vest or something else as a more, specific special edition bonus. I think it looks great. This is just one of those when I have to prioritize figures. This one probably won't make the cut.
Yeah, this is not one that's going to sell out fast. It's not going to be. It's just not going to.
That's good enough for me.
However, on the display, stay tuned. When I get my photos in, there is a Yelena on display. So just throwing that out there. There's one on display. That's all I'm gonna say. So we'll see.
Listen. I'm a completionist all day, every day. So it doesn't matter. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I'm not sure about this one. Like, the head sculpt is beautiful, though. Not gonna lie, this is scary. The head sculpt is so beautiful. It is scary. I'm like, damn. This is literally a 1/6 Scarlett Johansson. Like, literally. Mm-hmm. I'm like, wow.
With her 75 ear piercings.
Yeah.
Yes. But the end game, though, like, I'm okay with the end game.
Like, I don't have any issues with that one at all.
Yeah, but this head sculpt, it's. I'm not sure if I should get this.
It's good.
The head sculpt. That's the thing.
But you know what? Listen, but look, if you look at it real good, I mean, look at the earpiece, bro. Look at the earpiece alone is a selling point for me because it's crazy. But here's the thing: it's technically the same head sculpt that we got from Endgame. It's just a repaint. It is. Different hair. Yeah, and just different hair. Like it's technically the same. They just kind of darkened the eyes with like a bit more like You know, they just
But this one's far
does her
superior.
ponytail go over
this is
her
crazy.
chest though?
No, I'm going to tell you
Does
right
her-
now. Oh, sorry for that. Let me.
I was just
I'm
gonna say,
tell you
does her
why this is
ponytail go
far
over the chest?
superior.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
Oh, this
one-
head sculpt is superior, yeah, because the where's the ponytail doesn't restrict your articulation. I mean, I'm not gonna grab this figure, but if I could grab the head sculpt, I would change that one out and put it on the Endgame one.
I am so glad you're saying that because you're just leaving more for me. That's what's up.
This
Don't
is
get
why
it.
this is superior, right here.
Yeah,
I know,
That
but that's
boot- yeah.
scary though.
there you
The-
go.
How
The
thin this
Endgame
figure
one-
is.
Look at that. Look at
That's
that.
where
That
it's at.
split. That split. Yeah, I'm with that.
No,
I'm with that
it's
all day.
awesome. It's awesome though, but that's the thing though. Like how thin this figure is, that's scary. Like one of like if you keep
think
on
so?
like holding it, I feel like it's gonna be scary for it down the line. You know, when the figure starts degrading, those are the first things that are gonna go out. Like you can't even stand this figure anymore. You gotta put it on the
Let me
freaking
tell you something. By
stand.
the time this thing starts to degrade, we'll be getting our cyborg figures. It'll be fine. You're not even going to worry about it.
Right.
2029 or whenever the hell that is.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's freaking gorgeous. It's a must-have. It's a must-have.
Yeah, definitely.
And the one of the photos I really liked. I mean, look, come on, guys, come on.
Yeah, she's beautiful, man. I got, like I said, it's a no-brainer. I have every last one of them. She will be. I mean, come on. I mean, like I said, the movie itself, we're gonna get a Red Guardian. We already know that. We get Elena. You know, Taskmaster. Regardless of how people basically feel about the actual film itself, which we won't spoil, I still gotta have them. I mean, it's plain and simple. I gotta have them.
Yeah, if they, like I said in my video, like if they drop that Guardian, if they drop the Red Guardian, okay, Hot, so you got my money. I will work.
It's not if. It's not if.
Oh,
yeah, show the picture, Nate. Show the picture. Or Jenna, show the picture. Just do it. Just drop it.
Yeah.
Oh,
show the picture.
Hold on, I've got to load those photos in. Let me do that. While we're talking about the next one, I'll load some more photos in.
Mm-hmm.
We might as well go here.
Take my money.
I'll let Nate. You excited? You jump off with it, brother.
Dude, this is freaking amazing. I've got almost every Deadpool right now, 1/6 right now, including the SS deluxe version. Right, this will go great with that team, especially if you're gonna add this with your cable. This thing is freaking awesome, man. Oh my god, and it's so clean too. It's literally a War Machine meets Deadpool. Like if Deadpool just went over and stole a War Machine suit, and he just freaking added the Deadpool flair to it. This thing is a freaking amazing.
It looks. I mean, and it's probably because they're calling it like the Armorized Warrior version or whatever. It's invoking like certain anime vibes with it. So aesthetically, it's actually surprisingly like beautiful, and like the angles and designs, and because again, it's not having the typical War Machine or Iron Man angles and pitches. So that's different in that. Again, it's similar, but it's different. So it's aesthetically pleasing. If that makes sense.
Mike, I don't know if you're a huge Deadpool guy or Iron Man. What are your thoughts, man?
So my issue really, and we kind of talked about it before we started, but right now I kind of collect everything. But when I collect Star Wars, I can say, okay, I'm going to collect the Clone Wars line or the Rogue One line or Mandalorian. With DC, it's Justice League or Batman or Wonder Woman. For Marvel, they're making it very difficult to decide what figures I want to invest in because I'm not quite sure what lines they're going to stick with or what lines they're going to create, new versions of. So, for example, I have the Punisher War Machine figure, but that's from the Future Wars line. This one's from the Armorized Warrior line. Even the Venomized Groot is the Venomized line, but the Venom Pool is a different line. And so for me, Hot Toys is making it very difficult for me to look 2 to 3 years out and say, okay, well, maybe they'll continue this line, so I'll invest in this figure. If this Armorized Warrior was part of a more established line where they had 3 or 4 other type of these figures, I would say, okay, this is worth getting. But if this is another one-off, that sort of makes me hesitate getting it. I think it looks amazing, and I love Deadpool, but again, you have to prioritize and say what goes with your collection. And for Marvel, they're making it very challenging to do so.
Yeah, it's like for me, it's like the Alita and the Hellboy figures. Like I had no intentions of buying originally, but I bought, and but like they're solo pieces. I have nothing to display them with. They're just there. So I get what you're saying with that. And if you want to collect, if you because I always talk about shelf presence, and I'm talking about like Clone Wars. You guys know I'm going all in on Clone Wars and then some, and that's a line I'm committed to. You were talking about some other lines, Clone Wars being one of them. Where are they going to? Are we going to see some? I'm not familiar with Armorized Warrior. Is that a game? I don't know anything about it. Is it a game? Is it a? Anybody know anything about it? I've never heard of it.
I mean, this was.
Make it up.
Well, no. I heard something about it, but like I said, with this particular figure, I didn't see coming. To tell you the truth, I did not see this coming. And I mean, on top, put it this way, it's one of the ones that's basically on the low end of my list. I won't be picking it up. I'll tell you that. But I mean, it's not to say that it's not a beautiful figure. It's just not one that I'm really, interested in. I have my Deadpool figure, and I'm pretty much comfortable with that, as is. I just think that, like I said, at some point, sometimes it's just like, I mean, you're doing way too much. Yeah. I mean, for others, they may love it, and I'm not taking it away from them because it's a really, really decent looking figure. It's just not something that I am going to pick up because it's not going to really fit into the scheme of things for me. But again, like I said, who knows? Maybe this is a hint to what we could possibly see in the multiverse. We don't know. He might if he could show up in a commercial with Korg, why not? But anyway, you know what I mean? Like, again, it's just not something that I want to pick up. So but again, I applaud anybody else who would get it. I mean, because it is beautiful, but it's just not for me.
It's also Deadpool is it needs to be some level of whimsy or ridiculousness, and they lost that with this. I mean, I needed a mechanical unicorn or something.
Oh, there we go.
As part of this to make me feel like it's a Deadpool and not just a cash grab.
Yeah. A mechanical unicorn would have been amazing.
Okay. Well, this is actually from the comics, so this isn't something that's out of left field. This is actually
so it is comic based. I see. I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah. So
I freaking like it.
Yeah, but I mean, and it's just I just find it funny again, like you were saying with Corgan. How do I get into the MCU? Abandon all hope. Yeah, abandon all hope. Wait, lose, and then check your emails. And then Deadpool's like, you have an you have a Disney Plus show, don't you? So
yeah.
My only issue is if they wanted to do a comic book line figure for this one. Yeah, I feel like it should have been Cosmic Ghost Rider. Then the internet would have freaking broke. Cosmic Ghost Rider. Cool. Yeah.
I'm in on this just because it's Deadpool-ish and it looks cool. But other than that, it's not one I would say, like, it's not a must-have for anybody, I don't think. I definitely see this one sitting on the shelves just like the Punisher War Machine does or did. This is one that's going to sit around. It's cool, and for those of you who are just like crazy like me, then you're gonna get it.
Yeah, the Deadpools they sat around for a good minute, even the Deadpool 2. So you got time to figure out if you want to get this. I already have almost all the Deadpools already, so I'm
not as long as that Mark 85. I mean that Mark 50, or Spider Punk.
I will tell you, Deluxe Beskar. He's going to sit for a while. Over 20,000 orders just for Deluxe to Sideshow alone. Over 20,000 orders. So
I don't know though. That Deluxe Beskar. I mean, that might. I don't know. There's hope.
Now that Chrome Mando was announced.
Yeah, what you're missing out on is that one you can have now.
Exactly.
And there's something to be
people
said
are
for
selling that off.
Every one of us own figures that you didn't plan on owning because there was a 6-month gap in deliveries. And you went and bought something just because you had an itch. And, I'm just saying, there's people out there. All right. I wanted to save I guess we'll save we'll go to the heavy hitter.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to the heavy hitter. And then we'll get into like the other figures. The heavy hitter.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wait, this is somebody different.
Yeah.
Somebody different.
He has multiple accounts.
Yeah.
All right, now I know
They're all variants. They're all variants.
I'm going to skip past this. I'm going to let Leo go ahead and sound off.
There it is again.
Listen,
Because I know he's ready.
listen.
Go ahead.
Okay,
We're not
so
gonna talk about Fett.
So we're going to talk about Fett just slightly a little bit here. So because I don't want to distract away from him, because like I said, the throne looks good. You know, of course, we knew we were going to actually get this particular issue of Boba, especially before the Book of Boba. We already knew that was actually coming. It was just a matter of time. Also, you know, basically considering the simple fact that Iron Studios just, you know, put out photos, and I think they're actually released this particular version. I don't know if they've released it yet, but there is a version of this particular scene here. But my thing is, listen, I have been talking about this for weeks now, months now. You know, I mean, damn near months now, almost ever since we got her. I wanted a Fennec. I was like, look, they got to give us a Fennec. We knew that somewhere down, but the thing is, it's like we knew, but did we know? We didn't get a cartoon, but we got to, you know, but Fennec. Listen, all day listen. Once she's released, I'm getting 3. Literally. I'm getting 3 of these figures. I'm getting 3 Fennec figures. Just because 1 in the DTOF, 1 to probably go with Mando, and 1 just because I want to make sure she's going to be a car ornament on the front of my car. Seriously. Dead serious. That's how bad I want this figure, and I can't wait. And if we look at her, we do see a head sculpt, and there's a helmet. So we're going to get a head sculpt. We already know that. That's inevitable. Like, listen. This right here, this is a beauty, bro. And if you like we always say, if you're gonna go big, bro. Get the deluxe all day, every day. Get that deluxe with that throne. You cannot go just the regular version. Get it with the throne. The throne itself is a character. It is, and it just gives so much presence to this particular figure. You have to look how beautiful that looks, bro. That right there is amazing. And if you want to call me an enabler, listen. If y'all want to call me an enabler, I've learned from the best. Hint, hint. This one right here, like, listen, you gotta get.
Don't talk about Brendan that way.
I'm talking about both of y'all, you and Brendan. But listen, it's a no-brainer. You have to get the deluxe, man, because like, I mean, it just so much presence alone. With this, and then to actually include once we get Fennec, we already know she's coming, bro. It's a day one for me. I was extremely excited about, but I knew it was coming. The excitement was knowing that Fennec, we're gonna finally get Fennec, bro. I cannot wait. I cannot, and I think, who did we see? There was another photo of another. There was another photo of a possible another villain, because at first I thought it was like part of the watch, but I had to look. I was like, no, I don't think that's the watch.
Hold on.
Is she coming? Where's she at?
Koska.
There we go.
Koska
Reeves, bro. Like,
yeah.
Koska Reeves, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's definitely not Bo-Katan.
No, exactly. And it's not the watch, correct? That's not.
No.
That's Koska Reeves. So that means we are, and potentially we will get her, right? Well, I'm hoping we do.
Eventually, maybe.
You might not get a head
WWE
sculpt.
rights.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well,
we don't.
Again, here's the thing, though. Sasha Banks herself, and again, we've talked about this previously. She actually had the foresight. She's actually registered her own name before she did anything with the WWE. So if there's anybody who's going to get a potential head sculpt, it's her, because she might have smartly, preemptively, like, loopholed any WWE copyright laws and such, because she copyrighted herself before she signed anything.
I could care less if we get a head sculpt or not. I just want the armor.
Exactly.
Dude,
yeah. They can keep it.
Yeah.
OG fan says Boba Fett is the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy. Boba on the throne and Fennec teaser, take my money.
Yes.
Must have.
Yes, they did. Must have all day.
That brings a question. I'll ask Mike this. Mike, this one versus the one they showed us a month or so back with the 2-pack. What are your thoughts on one or the other, or both?
So both. The fact that this has a throne, and I think that just like you got with your Loki and your having a throne, having something that your figures can sit on is really, it's a scarce. There just aren't many options right now. Right. So I'm really glad that they included this. I think I would get both also, because a lot of people were complaining about having to choose between the head sculpt on the previous Boba, with the worn out armor or, with his pre-armor look. This gives you another option. So now you can have 2 out of your, 3 Bobas have the head sculpt on there. So I think this is a win. I mean, my only complaint on this is the lame hologram bonus, which is just, I mean, why even do it? I don't understand.
Well, they're like they were like the Grogus before there was Grogus everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they used to throw us a whole bunch of holograms for all these damn figures that didn't even need holograms.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I think if you had not ordered the other 2-pack yet and you were trying to choose one, I would choose this one.
Yeah, I agree.
You get the helmet, you get the head sculpt, you get the throne. This is the one I would choose if I was going to pick.
Yo, Jeddah, you know, Hot Toys was smart with this. I noticed that the regular Boba Fett repaint doesn't come with the head sculpt. So, in order for you to get the head sculpt, you gotta drop that 2-pack money, on the freaking Boba Fett and the throne. So it's sort of like the 2-pack, Val damage Boba Fett and the Mythos Boba Fett. Yeah, and the only way to get it was to drop that $400 for the 2-pack. So I'm like, oh my god, like, wow, Hot Toys, you really want people to spend that money to get the head sculpt.
Yeah,
I just love how the orange pops off of this in that suit with the blue milk or whatever the hell she's drinking. It's got to be blue milk, right?
No, it's alcohol, baby. That's alcohol.
Sashka. Was it like Sashka or whatever? No, it's the same stuff Cobb Vanth was drinking.
Yeah. Spotchka.
No, I'll be honest. I love this figure. I love the design. My thing that I wish they did. I wanted an LED in his chest panel with, or at least the triggering, where at least illuminates and does the simulated effect of the changing numbers. Because that was actually prominently displayed in the series, whereas it was never shown before. And that's basically his armor reading his bio status and constantly updating. And I really wanted an LED in
that was a different. That was a hologram thing from his wrist.
Yeah, but on his the left chest panel.
Yeah.
That should have had LEDs in it. I might be nitpicking.
I'm not gonna fault him for that, but I get where you come from. I get where because there's more batteries I got to deal with.
That is
exactly. I use soap reactor, so it's not an issue for me. So
exactly.
I'd also point out that the cost
I like the soap reactor.
$50 less than the iron.
Way too often to mess with those things.
That's That's Mike. That's right. This thing, the cost for this is $50 less than Strange. That's what I can't understand. And with the throne, you're getting both this figure and the throne, and it's less than that Strange.
Like, I was surprised about that price point, $390.
But you get the hologram of the Razor Crest.
Yo, like,
and Boba Fett's ship is not Slave Bone anymore.
Boba Fett's ship, not the other ship. You're Boba Fett.
Well, the funny thing with that on the Star Wars canon website and the reference, it's still Slave One on the official reference site.
Like you get the holograms, which again are going to stay in a box. I would never display them; they're lame. So Mike is 100% correct. I like the flame effect. I'm wondering if his missile backpack comes off like the Clone Troopers. That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That was a surprise that we didn't know was coming with the Clone Troopers. So maybe they'll hook us up.
Yeah,
I see no reason for them not to do that.
Yeah, true.
Now, cool. my only issue with this figure is what's going on with the paint job. I mean, there's some points where the paint is like, okay, it's repainted, but it's not. Then there's other shots where the repaint is there, but it's not as shiny as in the film. So I'm hoping they work on it. They work.
But you know what? You know what though? And the reason why I don't have a problem with it, because I thought on the show it was a tad bit too clean, bro. Like, I don't want it to be just as clean. I want it to be spotty and blotched up, like he spray painted this with graffiti cans, bro. Like, I want that all day.
Like he went to the paint shop on their way back to the next planet. He was in the back, or it wasn't like he was like Spider-Man in the back of
straight up.
Well,
Spider-Man in the back of the Quinjet,
Since they already showed the Reeves armor, what if the way part of his armor is nice and part of it's jacked up or not as? What if it's supposed to represent Koska Reeves hitting him with the flame for that 1 second before, or any other thing?
Could be. I don't know. It just looks like he got what Miles Morales was like. Yo, hook me up.
But what I'm saying is,
don't give them any ideas.
They want to be more accurate.
That's a
show. If they want to be more
That's what
accurate to the
Funko
show, it has to be like full on clean paint. But I get what you're saying though, like the ruggedness. I know.
Yeah, I just because that's what I'm saying. Like, we went from the weathered armor that he actually got, to this one straight away. You know what I mean? And it was like, well, it looks a little bit too clean, but I guess it was just because he had just gotten it done and it wasn't actual battle hardened yet. So you're right. It could look like this. It could be like, just what we see after that fight between him and Koska. So which would basically make sense. But I love it, bro. I'm in all day. I mean, man.
I don't think there's anybody here that's not in on this one.
Yes,
I think if you got the one without the throne, I think that'd be a fail. The one thing I will tell you, having figures and having thrones, is you're gonna have to angle him like this. He ain't gonna sit normal like you would sit in a chair. That 6-scale figure ain't gonna happen. Okay.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a pain to sit, and it just is. It just
Boba just didn't let the paint cure.
You know what though? Honestly, I might even I might have him standing up and put Fennec in that daggone. Watch, you think I'm playing?
No, he's gonna be holding Fennec like, hey, how you doing?
I've already got
that bodyguard. Yeah, Boba's Fennec's bodyguard.
I'm gonna have
you walking right in.
You know what?
Deadpool with the Boba Fett helmet on in the chair.
And there she go. There go my fiance Latoya. She like, this one is fire. See, I already got that approval. There she goes.
There you go. Well, since you're getting 3 of them, did you tell her you getting 3? Did you tell her you were getting 3?
Now let me ask you a question.
What's gonna happen though? I know what's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen?
You're gonna have the freaking throw. You're gonna have Boba, but it's not gonna be like this. You're gonna have Fennec sitting right in Boba Fett's lap. I bet you're gonna do that.
Possibly.
Oh goodness!
You know what?
Let me load up some other photos.
I'll just say this: the bottle of Sachka, because you remember in the show it almost looked like it glowed. Mm-hmm. They should put an LED in that. And I'm just
they should.
And
they just might. They just might.
Anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. All right, let me load up some other photos here. We don't need that. And before, I guess while I'll show you guys these photos. These are photos that were shared in the Facebook group. So thank you for those who sharing them. I will tell you that I have one of my contacts who is going to the event. I guess it's in a few hours because they're 12 hours ahead of us. Be at the event, and we'll have photos of every figure in the booth, multiple photos. We're going to have freaking hundreds of photos of this event.
Okay.
Everything on display, and we will have a full reveal of everything here in high res. It's going to be amazing. So right now, they're going tomorrow, and then they're going to load it with photos, and then we'll share them. Right now, I've got just stuff people have shared on Facebook. That's all I've got. So let me click this button here, and let's talk about some of the stuff they did not show us today. They did not.
Wallets.
Okay, so for you DC fans, I had to ask some people what the heck this was, but I'm going to try and zoom in if I can make this happen here. This is tough to do on this particular software.
Enhance.
Yeah. Can you do that thing where you make it more clear? No, that's the CSI. This right here is a beast of a freaking Batman.
Yeah.
It's a miniature Hulkbuster.
Look at him next to Hunter, I guess.
Yeah, that
is Hunter,
beefy,
yeah.
bro.
And like, what the heck?
That's a beast, bro.
So I'm told this is the Batman XE suit from like when he fought Mr. Freeze in one of the video games. I don't know.
It's a video game armored Batman.
It is. It is the XE suit.
Yeah.
It's
huge.
Yeah.
So and we got another Spider-Man right next to him too.
There is another Spider-Man here, but I don't know what it's from or what it is, or I don't know. It's green. I don't know if it's I don't know anything about it.
I mean, is it I don't want to potentially give anything. I mean, it almost looks like he has claws, not hands. I mean, I don't know if it's because of the picture resolution.
It might not even. It might be something completely different. I have no idea.
I mean, because it almost looks like there's green on the chest.
Yeah. Well, that or there's photo something like in the. I don't know.
But listen.
Hard to say. Don't know.
Is that Spider-Man though?
I don't think so.
Or is it? Or
or is this a rendition of Scorpion?
Look, oh, I don't know. Again, if it's the face, is this possible zombie Spider-Man?
Well, they
look
got
at the
DC
body.
and Marvel mixed in. I
Zombie
have no
Spider-Man. Because again, is that a Spider-Man face in the mask? But is
I
the
don't know.
you know, the bottom ripped open, and is that his open face? That might be zombie Spider-Man.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to
We're going to
speculate.
see soon enough.
Yeah,
The
we'll
key
see.
player here is over here, and you can't see it in this photo. I have another photo, but over here, we have a Yelena. Let's see here. This is the hero suit, Black Widow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is the in-game suit, Black Widow, I
Uh-huh.
think. And then over here, I believe, in another photo is Yelena. So, just saying, Mike might be happy. That's all I'm saying. Mike might have another pre-order to add to his set. Just saying. I know he wants another pre-orders.
Yeah, still probably not going to pre-order it, but
We'll
definitely
pick it up.
the better part of the film.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it could be Prowler or it could be the big time.
That makes sense.
the
Actually,
video
yeah,
game.
that would make sense. Given
I
again,
like
it
a
looks like he
Prowler
has
from
claws.
the Spider-Verse film. With
They,
the
yeah,
jacket.
yeah.
That was awesome.
The Prowler from the game was pretty good too, though.
Yeah, but this Batman's pretty sick. Hunter is over here, and then we've got a Batman figure over here, which is not all that exciting because I think we've seen that one. But in the next photo, look at this guy.
Yeah.
The Red
There we go.
Here
Guardian.
we go.
We got the Red Guardian.
Are you
Oh
calling me
my
a liar? Crack.
Pretty good.
It's
So-
already a day one once that comes.
You know how
out.
many messages I got today? Where's Red Guardian? Where's Red Guardian? Where's Red Guardian? Well, you know what? Damn it, there he is. He's right there.
There he is.
There he is. It looks great.
Yeah, definitely.
I wouldn't mind a full head sculpt though. If they drop that full head sculpt, man, oh my, this is the figure to get.
Possible. Definitely possible. I think we would. I think we probably would.
I think you probably would too.
We'll probably
I
get a
think it'd be
full
fantastic.
head sculpt of Alexia.
Yeah, I just hope we don't get Mysterio'd. So
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that one. And then we got this guy.
whoa, there's another. Ooh,
We've seen him
Okay.
before.
Nightwing.
Yeah, Nightwing.
Nightwing.
So it's gonna be. I mean, there's a lot more to go. This is just a piece of it. We got.
That's just like a preview, so we still got a couple more coming.
This is them like just putting the stuff together. So the official first, tickets to get into the event. Actually, probably just kicking off right now, or actually maybe in about 30 minutes or so, they're going to be kicking off.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah.
Is that a vehicle?
Yeah, that's the
That's
tumbler.
that's the tumbler.
The
Yeah,
tumbler. Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, what is that? Those are them
That's-
wheels, baby.
that's the tumbler, boy.
That's the tumbler. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So a lot of stuff going on here. It's been a crazy day for sure. So lots of takeaways from this. I'd love to hear guys in the chat. We're going to start wrapping this thing up, but in the chat, let me know. List out which ones from today's announcements you are going to be picking up. And Ken, you can blow up the chat. We'll see who's getting what. I'm not even going to answer. So Nate, which ones are of the ones of 4 or 5 we saw today? Which ones you got to have?
Okay, 99.9% of them today. All right, today. The A1 pre-order today. Well, the Armorized Deadpool. I could wait on that. I could get that later. The Iron Strange. I could wait on that. But they want pre-order on the Mark 1 and the Boba Fett throne. I need that immediately.
Yes.
I need that immediately in my collection. As far as Black Widow is concerned, I'm still trying to debate which one I'm going to get, either the in-game Black Widow or the brand new one. I am leaning towards the brand new one just because of that head sculpt. So that's my take on it.
Both.
Yes. Yes.
Just get
There's only
both.
one answer. The answer is both. What about you, Don?
Yeah, like most. I've already pre-ordered Boba. I had coupons, points that matured, and then tomorrow when I have more points maturing from my quarter scale Mark III, and another coupon hits, I will pre-order the Mark 1. Those are immediates. Again, Mark 1, I've been waiting for it. I missed out on the reissue, and that is a personal grail to me. And as Nate knows, I have a deep connection with Iron Man, for other reasons just in the movie itself. So
Right on. Awesome, man. All right, Leo. With 3 Fennec for Leo.
Fennec, Boba, Fennec. No, listen. Yeah, definitely. I said it. Boba. Once they release Fennec, you already know. That Mark 1 definitely. Yes, Black Widow, black suit. That's a no brainer for me. That again, the concept. Iron Strange, that one I'm still on the fence about right now. I mean, I sent the pictures to my fiance because she's the gatekeeper, so I sent the pictures to her. She still hasn't said anything. She just put like quotations around it, so we'll just see how that looks. But other than that, like, yeah, that's the big for me. I mean, just to take away from me, those are definitely the big. Now, Spider-Man, just because, like I said, I'm a Spider-Man fan, so I would definitely have to drop that in. I mean, that's definitely a must-have. But yeah, man, that's majorly the ones that I'm looking for right now.
I know you're getting this too, right?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Oh man,
I don't think so.
Hell
Nope.
nah.
Why not?
Nope.
Survey says no.
I'm taking this to work and we'll put it on my desk.
No. I can't do that.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what. I thought this thing was straight up black. It's freaking purple.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It is a metallic, dark purple. It is awesome.
It's acquired taste then. Hey, to each their own.
I'm just, that's my thing, man. All right, Mike, what about you, buddy?
I mean, like everybody else, I think that the Boba and the Mark 1's obvious. I really do like that Spider-Man. And of the ones that were listed but haven't been, pre-ordered yet, actually the Nightwing I really need, just because right now Batman Beyond is just sitting there alone. And so I'd like to bring out that line a little bit more.
Yeah.
There's just so many right now lines that I feel like I just have 1 or 2 characters of that I'm just really hoping that they can, just help bring out the collection more. The Spider-Verse characters. I need a Peter B. Parker. I need a, Spider-Man Noir. So I like the fact that they've announced everything that they've announced. I think they're all great, but at the same time, it's really hard not to compartmentalize and see Armored Deadpool and Iron Strange and not think to myself, well, I really wish that they would just keep doing the lines that they've already started, vice starting these other ones. But I'm happy regardless. I think it's been a great. I
don't think we've seen in the Star Wars, and I said this. I don't know who I said this to earlier, but I think Sideshow will have their own reveals that Hot Toys may be holding on that they're allowing Sideshow to preview. I think that's probably going to happen.
Yeah, we're supposed to get.
I think they'll probably say here's one little carrot. You can have that one, and we're gonna have the rest of it. Maybe. And I'm hoping Sideshow, maybe at Sideshow Con, maybe we get a little bit more taste of the Clone Wars figures. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Sideshow. That's more of an American gateway for Hot Toys. So if they want to drop that freaking Clone Wars wave, that would be the best way right now with Sideshow. And I think they've dropped a lot of Clone Wars figures. Before and the Fennec for $5.
$5 Fennec.
That's funny. That's funny. Jason says Mark 1 is Spider-Man for sure. That's bad. Well, you can get 3 of them now. You're good. You're good. So you're good.
I'm worried about you, man.
You're in good hands. You're just fine. I will tell you. So this Friday night, Leo and I are going to be doing a Spider-Man pose off. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
If it's okay with you guys, I'm going to give you a preview of some stuff coming up over the next week or so. Where should I begin? Obviously, this guy. I know people are hating on it, but I don't care. I like it. So whatever. Bunch of haters. This came into. Anybody interested in this? This came in today. This came in today.
Ooh!
Wow! You finally got that.
I finally got this.
Wow!
Nice.
Wow!
So,
that's the deluxe version, right? It had to be.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. So this popped back. Sideshow had a restock, and I picked it up.
I think it sold out in 40 minutes.
Something like that.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah,
Five Jetta points to guess this figure based on one accessory. You're gonna get one accessory, and you got to guess the figure. Here we go. You ready? Let's see here. Yeah, this accessory right here. This is all you get. That's it. I know it's super small, but that's all you get.
Is that the 40? Is that the cricket from the Mark 42 quarter scale?
No. I know it doesn't have very good lighting on it, but I will tell you it's a blue cylinder and it's got a yellow top.
Oh, is that the 66 Batman?
5 Jetta points to Mike.
Wow.
It's shark repellent.
The shark repellent. Yeah.
It's shark repellent.
Wow.
Nice.
So I have in my hands a 66 Batman, Adam West.
Nice.
And I had to get the Boy Wonder.
Nice.
So I got the Boy Wonder.
Yes. Wouldn't be complete without him.
So I don't know when I'll make a video on these, but sometime in the near future. I don't even know.
Are you looking to get the Batman Forever line?
I'll get it for review, but I doubt I'll keep it.
Yeah, you're not gonna keep it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm probably
Full
gonna get it,
package.
man. Batman
Yeah,
Forever
full
was my
package
favorite
Boy
movie
Wonder.
when I was a kid.
The only reason I bought these is because I ordered the Batmobile from Yoast, so that's why I got those. So we'll see how that goes. But Friday night, be back here. We will have preview photos from the booth and everything. So shout out for this. If you want to pre-order this stuff, you can check out Pop Collectibles. If you want to do that for first or second batch stuff, you obviously Sideshow will have them collector's own. Wherever you like to buy things, they will have them unless it's an exclusive, and then you're going to be stuck with Sideshow.
Yes.
Or your overseas seller. So thank you to my guest who came on tonight in short notice, by the way, because we didn't know anything about this till this morning. And you guys rock. So as always, collect what you like. We will see you next time. See ya.